Welcome in, everybody. Hopefully my mic is working. I think the music just stopped, so let me figure that out. Little technical difficulties to start off, but today we are going to be ranking every song from Stardew. As you can see, I've got my nice little tier list up here, so we're going to be going through each of these, and also chat can vote along, I believe, on this Tier Maker Live. I've never used this before, so we're going to kind of see how it goes, but it should be lots of fun. Let me double check my Spotify and see why the music has stopped. I'm gonna wait for at least a few people to pop in here. Audio output, add existing, Spotify. Alright, we should be able to hear the music now. And another thing I'm going to do is kind of go through my experience with the Stardew Festival of Seasons concert and kind of start with like the songs that were from there, because those kind of have impacted my thoughts on some of these songs now, hearing them like orchestrally arranged. Is that a word? Orchestrally? The orchestral arrangements of the songs, essentially. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get started in just a moment here. I guess we'll start at the beginning with the Stardew Valley Overture. So nobody's in here right now, which is okay. I think I can still rank them on my list. No, it's not how it works. Okay. What if I do start poll? Event has started. So that's what we just heard at the very beginning of the song, Stardew Valley Overture. This one, do I vote? Yeah, I vote. I'm gonna have to say S tier, probably. Did my vote not go? No, I don't want Leo's song in S tier. It's definitely not an S tier. Okay. As a backup plan, I did still have my actual list here, so I'm gonna kind of go back and forth between these, I think. Most likely. But yeah, I want to start with the Stardew Valley Overture, which I can kind of just play these songs in the background as well, so we can hear them. But that's the one that was in the beginning. And most likely, you probably haven't heard the Stardew Valley Overture all the way entirely through, because it's on the title screen and usually you just load into the game right away. So, but if you do listen to it all the way through, it's a banger. It's a really good one. I'm gonna have to put an S tier because it's got Grandpa's theme and all that, but it's got like a whole bunch of other elements to it as well, and instrumentation. So that one I think is an easy S tier. I don't want Leo's song in S tier though, because this is the voting thingy. I think I'm the only participant right now, which is okay. I don't want to delete event. That's a big no. Hopefully somebody in chat comes in here and tells me how to do this, because I've never done a live thing like this before. Okay, so I guess it just goes in order here. So I guess if we want to do this Tier Maker Live thing, we kind of have to go in order. But I might just scrap this and just kind of rank them on my own, because I don't think... I mean, it would have been fun, but I don't think I've got chat to do it, so that's okay. That's okay. We're gonna move on to the next song, which is... What? Benny's here? Hi, Benny. Oh, it said 0 viewers for some reason. I guess my restream's wrong. But Benny, if you want to vote along, we can figure this out together here. So, what if I don't want Leo's song in S tier. That's... I guess I can restart it. I can probably restart it. Update event? No. Alright, I guess I can quickly... Let's change the screen real quick. Big version of me. So I can just kind of go in the background here. Technical difficulties. I'm going to delete event and then create a new one. Live voting poll. That's what I'm looking for. By the way, welcome in, Benny. Hope you're doing well. Hope you like some Stardew music, because we're going to be going through Stardew music today. I'm inspired after going to the Festival of Seasons. It was a great concert, by the way. It exceeded my expectations. Like, they played some banger songs. There's a few that I wish they would have played that they did not, but it was very good overall. Okay, let's change the... When do you want voting to end for this event? Let's make it go on for a week instead of doing the live, because this way people can vote kind of as they wish. No, I don't want just S and F tier. Sorry about these technical difficulties. This is my first time doing this. Okay, we have S tier, A tier, B, C, D, and F. All the tiers. Create live event. Go. Okay. Let's go back to that. So I think you can just take this link. Let me edit my announcements to the correct link, and then send the correct link in chat as well. If anybody's still there, say something in the YouTube chat so that I can pin the chat message. Oh wait, no, I can still pin the chat message. Sometimes the emoji thing pops up and I can't pin a chat message because of that. Let's remove the first one. Okay, let me know if that link works, Benny, or anybody else who happens to be in chat right now. Let me know if that link works. Hopefully it does. I believe you can just kind of vote at your own pace if you want to follow along with me going through the songs, or however you want to do it. But this one's open for a week, so after I'm done with this, then that means people can still vote on after looking at the VOD and all that good stuff. So yeah, I think that's going smoothly. We're already at Grandpa's theme here. So let's go back to the overture. And this is the beginning of the stream now, for real this time. So Stardew Valley Overture, I already went through this one. This one's an S tier, which is red, which is kind of unintuitive. I would say like S tier is green and red would be F, but we're just gonna go with the default here, and I'm gonna put an S tier because I don't know, I like Grandpa's theme, but the overture kind of takes it to a new level with like all the different instrumentation, and it gets to like a really interesting part. Like it's almost like kind of like a somber feeling combined with like hope, which is kind of what I think like Grandpa's theme is supposed to represent. Like it's sad that Grandpa's gone. Too loud? Am I too loud, Sonata? When you boot into the game, you mean? Am I too loud, or is my music too loud? But I know what you mean, like the music can be too loud booting into the game, if that's what you're talking about. But I don't care, I'm putting it in S tier, especially because after seeing the concert did a really good job with the overture. And I think another cool part about the overture is like in a bunch of these other songs, it's hidden. Like I think you can hear it in the Dance of the Moonlight Jellies, you can hear it in some of these other songs. We're gonna have to like go back through and try to figure it out, but I know it's like the theme appears in some of these other songs, which I think is a cool little thing. Okay, so that was my vote for Stardew Valley Overture. I think I'm the only one here on the vote. So take that link, Benny, Sonata, and anybody else that wants to click on the link I sent in the YouTube chat. It should be pinned, and let's see what you vote. I'm curious to see if you put it in S tier or the other tiers. So now I was gonna put it in like F or D tier because of how loud it is on console. Alright, and this order should mostly be the game order, but some of them got mixed up. Like I don't know why Fun Festival and Summit Celebration and all these other ones are appearing this early. Like I don't know why Spring is all the way down here. So it's kind of in a random order here, but it's interesting because like a lot of these appear like late in the soundtrack, but I don't know. Alright, well, Fun Festival, this might be an unpopular opinion, but Fun Festival is a banger song. Let's find this one. Specifically, when you get a little bit later in the song. Also, let me know how good the volume is. Like, is this an okay volume? Like, for me, this is quiet, but I think for chat, it might be, like, turned up a good amount. Like, the little theme there, I enjoy a lot, and then when it gets into... not that part. Let me find the part that's good. Hi Vince, how you doing today? Hope you're doing well. Okay, it's coming, this part. Like, that's a banger melody right there, and I don't know. So that's why I'm gonna put this one in S tier. Or, low S tier. I'm gonna be putting too many in S tier today. I can't drag it, I have to click the button. We're gonna put it in... I can always move them afterwards, hopefully, but I'm gonna put an S tier for now. Summit Celebration is an easy D or... nah, not F, because it's not bad. It's just, I don't care for it at all. Summit Celebration, I'm gonna play it right now. It's this one. It's just, I don't know, it's kind of... just mid. Like, not too great. Like, maybe that's an unpopular opinion, but I bet you could probably hear it and like pick out the Stardew Valley Overture or Grandpa's theme in it. But like, I don't care for the sounds. I don't know. I don't know what those like whatever the synth sounds are in there. It's just like, eh. We're gonna go with D tier because it's not bad. Like D tier is passing still. Like if you're like if you get D's, you get degrees. That's like what one of my professors always said. So D tier is still okay. Bubbles, 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 catfish, catfish. I love how on my little stream overlay it appears just like it doesn't actually show the emoticons. It just shows the what do you call it? The text. Welcome back, Benny. Like, it's a good credit song, but it's a little bit, like, this part's a little bit more interesting. You get a little different, like, sub-melody in here. Like, that, I think, is interesting. So I could argue C tier. But I already put it in D tier, and we're gonna move on. We're gonna Distant Banjo. Distant Banjo is an easy S tier. I use this one in all of my videos, pretty much. It's just, I don't know. I like this one a lot. And I think it's just like a perfect like an FU moment when you like get knocked out and sent to Harvey's and you hear this theme. It's just like, haha, gotcha. I just think it fits very well. Because it's like, it doesn't feel like a doctor's theme like it would play in the doctor's office, but it does. I think it makes more sense for like Sandy's Oasis. It fits there. But I think it also fits really well with Harvey's, just because it's kind of like feels like an FU, you just got knocked out, that sort of thing. So I'm gonna put it in S tier because I also like it a lot and use it in a whole bunch of my... Ooh, Benny, we're gonna have a differing opinion about Summer Tropicala. I'm not a big fan of any of the well, I will say every song here except for maybe like Elliot I will place above D tier. Like none of them I feel like are F tier. They're all pretty good to me. My list. This is my list. Total results. Okay. Summit Celebration a little bit higher. Everybody's putting these in S tier. Yeah, I mean, most of them are just good songs. It's hard to rank any of them in F or D tier. And that's why I'm gonna say D tier, like, D tier is still good. D tier is still good. The only bad ones are gonna be F. D tier is just like good, but it's just like mid. Instead of C being mid, D tier is mid for this purpose at least. Stillness in the Rain is super good, but Pickle Jar Rag. Pickle Jar Rag's the start is kind of like annoying. I can see that, but like it has a good little I don't know if it would be called like a sub melody or counter melody like halfway through it, but it's good. Wild Horse Rash, yeah, that Wild Horse Rash jam's a good one. Okay, we're going to... Oh, look at that. A Glimpse of the Other World just started playing because it's after Distant Banjo. So I guess these are kind of like semi-shuffled. It's kind of strange. But anyway, Glimpse of the... We're going through all my S tier ones already. I love this one for the Wizard. No, I'm going to put this one in A tier. Because on its own, it's not like the most interesting thing to listen to. But I think it fits extremely well with the Wizard. I've used it in a few of my videos, and I like the little like, like I can't pronounce that noise, but there's like a little, there's like sounds, there's like little sound effects that fit really well with it that I like. So I'm gonna put this one in A tier. I think a nice little A tier there for that one because I enjoy this one a lot. Like the like that part I like a lot. So yeah, we're gonna go to the next one, Summer Nature's Crescendo. Well, it does indeed feel like a crescendo, like it feels like the start's like a build up here. So the what's the Can't vote on mobile, unfortunately. You can't take the link and vote on mobile? That's too bad. That's okay though. I mean, if you use like a browser, shouldn't you be able to? Cat Jam? What's Cat Jam? Nature's Crescendo. Again, summer are all kind of mid for me. But in terms of... Oh, this one's tough. Like, it's good. Like, I'm gonna at least C tier. But it doesn't stand out to me like some of the other ones do. I'm gonna probably put it in C tier just because it's like good, but it's not like outstanding for me. It's more of like just summer background music in my opinion. But in terms of the next one, The Sun Can Bend an Orange Sky, I really like the sitar in this song that comes in like a little bit later. Like, I enjoy that a lot. I like the sound of that instrument. So that one's gonna go in B tier. But it's still not like outstanding to me, but I enjoy it. And then Tropicala. I'm sorry, but Tropicala is probably gonna go in D tier. It's not bad. I won't say it's bad, but it's just like... Okay, I'll put it in C tier. But I just don't care for like the summer songs. I don't know why. That's just me, but we'll put this one in C tier. But I'm curious to know, I'm assuming... where's Tropicala? Yeah, we've got Tropicala and S tier up here. That's what I expected. This one is gas. Yeah, it's good. It's good, but like, I like the other ones a lot better. I don't know why. Maybe I don't like the synthesizer as much. I like instruments like orchestra instruments and like the winds. I don't care for when it's like the synth sounds, I think. I think that's my thing on this like summer song and stuff. And that's why I like the Sun Can Bend an Orange Sky a little better. I like the sitar melody there. Okay, the Adventurers Guild is not too exciting. It's just kind of... Oh, the sitar one was the gas chat. Yeah. Yeah, honestly, I could... I just can't be putting them all in S and A tier. I have to be like a little conservative with my rankings here. So that's why I'm just putting in B tier. Honestly, well, all of those ones are S tier to me. All those ones are still S tier to me. So I'm happy with how I've got it so far. Okay, the Adventurers Guild is good, but nothing special to me. It fits the vibe of the place. So in that case, I'm gonna just put it in C tier. Because Summit Celebration, I have some complaints because it's just kind of like, eh. But I definitely would put Adventurers Guild over like maybe Tropicala because it's very fitting for the place. The Stardrop Saloon is just the immediate, easy S tier. This is a banger. This one, like the piano, I love piano. And at the Stardew Valley concert, they did this one super well. they combined it with so they started with Stardrop Saloon, and then they kind of went into a Journey of the Prairie King medley, and all of those songs are bangers to me, so this is why it's even higher on my list now. Can I organize these at all? No, I can't organize them upon the rankings. That's okay. But I love how it has like counter, like different melodies. Like it's got this part, and then there's a part towards the end. Like, that's my favorite part. That's by far my favorite part, this part. Like, it goes back and forth between, like, just like the piano solo, and then the other instruments come in, then back to the piano. I like that a lot. Luau Festival is good. It's not anything super special, but it's special to me because I used it for my map randomizer intro for that video. I thought it fit well in that video, so that's why I'll probably put an A tier as opposed to like B tier, just because it's got a special something to me. We'll put that in A tier. But I like it. It's a nice little theme. I like the... I don't know if that's a flute or what. I'm bad with instruments. I was in orchestra for a long time playing the cello, but I'm not good with like music theory and instrumentation, that sort of thing. But anyway, Luau Festival, A tier. Dance of the Moonlight Jellies. Okay, Dance of the Moonlight Jellies, I think is... If you had to like take one song, I think this one would be the most popular, like, between the Stardew community, because I don't know, it's got the most plays on Spotify. Like when you looked up Concerned Ape on Spotify, this one comes at #1. I like it a lot. However, I probably won't put it in S tier. I'll put it in A tier, just because I don't know. I am more for like the upbeat, peppy songs sometimes, or like the silly songs like Distant Banjo or Stardrop Saloon that are kind of just like, and Fun Festival. Yeah, I guess you can kind of notice a theme here. I'm more for the like silly, peppy songs, or like the high energy ones. I mean, it's a beautiful song, don't get me wrong. And it really fits the theme of the dance. But I like to be a little bit controversial, so I'm gonna put it in A tier, even though it's probably deserves an S tier. It's just not like something like if I was listening to Stardew music and Dance of the Moonlight Jellies came on, it might be one that I skip across, because I'm usually listening to music in the car and trying to like, you know, jam out the songs. This one's just kind of mellow. But anyway, let's go to A tier with this one. Cloud Country. Okay, we're back up towards the second song of the playlist here. Cloud Country is just another variation of Grandpa's theme, but it's not as good as the overture. I like it a little bit more than Grandpa's. Well, Grandpa's theme is like very like somber and kind of like that like dark feel of it. Cloud Country's just kind of there. It's in the middle between the two. Where does this song even play? I think it plays in like the intro. But anyway, this one probably C tier, but it's fine. We need more B tiers. I don't have a lot of B tiers. Follow the Smell of Mushroom. Okay. This one is also one of my favorites. I like the round, like how the... I believe it's a clarinet, if I'm not mistaken, that comes in. There might be a flute as well. Or that's some kind of brass instrument. I don't know. I'm not good with instrumentation. But anyway, I like how that kind of passes that melody back and forth a lot. And it just really fits with the vibe of fall. Like, what I'm going to be a little bit better at is ranking these based on how they sound to me and fit in game. I can't get into the music theory, like the nitty gritty of that stuff too much. But in terms of how this fits with fall and like waking up to fall, like the fall colors, I love that. Hearing this song is going to be an S tier because of all of that. Ghost Synth is going to be B tier because I like it, but again, I'm not a big fan of like the synthesizers. But compared to the summer songs, I think this one like really fits well for fall. I like the name. I like Ghost Synth. It kind of feels like ghosts are playing the synthesizer, and it's not spooky or anything, but it kind of gives like a good feeling of fall. So I'm gonna put it in B tier. And Raven's Descent is also a good one. That's a French horn. Thank you, Sonata. Sonata's gonna be helping me out with the instruments here, I think. Mushroom used to be your favorite. Love that ending. Yeah. What's your current favorite, Sonata? I'm curious. In the concert for Smell of Mushroom, they did flute and clarinet for that melody. So maybe they didn't have a French horn because it was a small. There's maybe like 15 different instruments there, and like for like the sitar in The Sun Can Bend an Orange Sky, they use like a piano, synthesizer, keyboard, and I think they did that for some of the other instruments as well. Horseradish now. That's a good one, but I probably wouldn't put that. Horseradish I might be putting in like A tier. But it is good. Raven's Descent. This one I always use, it always reminds me of like rain. So if this song comes on raining in fall, I feel like it has the best like vibe and fits really well. But of course it doesn't always come on during the rain. But I probably won't put it higher than B tier just because I need to leave some A tier for like the ones I really like and S tier for the absolute bangers. But this one's still really good to me. Check on the total results here. Everything's an S tier. I understand. I'm trying to be like all like super conservative on my rankings here, and we got Sam down in F tier. That's funny. Oh, Fun Festival's only B tier. That one's an S tier for me. But it's just funny how everything's an S tier because, I mean, yes, everything is an S tier, but we need to like consider D as like average, C as like very good, B as like excellent, A as like super good, and S as just like a total absolute banger. That's what I'm trying to do at least. Fearless is looking kind of top heavy. Yeah, because every song in Stardew is an S tier pretty much, except for I'm looking forward to getting to Elliot's theme. Elliot's theme is going in F tier for me at least. These are my rankings. These are chat's rankings, which it's gonna be interesting to see how they compare at the end. But yeah, it's looking a bit top heavy, Kaido. Okay, what am I on? The Library and Museum. This one's probably not that great. I think it fits Gunther pretty well, but it sounds too similar to the Adventurers Guild. Like if it comes on and I'm like blindfolded, I would probably be able to tell them apart, but I might get them mixed up every once in a while. So I'm gonna say D tier, because I like the Adventurers Guild better. I like the Adventurers Guild better for sure. We're gonna go D tier. Just we need to get through these. I'm only at like what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've only gotten like 12 or 15, something like that ranked. We're running out of time. Stardew Valley Fair theme. Okay, this is an example of one that has the Overture / Grandpa's theme in it. So let's get to that part. Okay, it's coming soon. Alright, listen. It's got that Grandpa's theme, and that's the only reason I'm gonna place this one super high. Like, I'm probably gonna leave it in B tier. If it didn't have Grandpa's theme, it had nothing to do with that, I'd probably leave it in like D tier or C tier, because it's like, okay, it's nothing too exciting, but because it's got that Grandpa's theme, I like it a lot. Love fishing to this. Doesn't the fishing have the festival game, which is coming up soon? Or is that just for the slingshot, or is that only for the egg hunt? I don't even know. I'm not a true Stardew music fan. Well, yes I am, because I went to the concert and everything, but... Anyway, I'm gonna put this one in B tier. because I do like that Grandpa's theme. All right, festival game. This one, I love using this one in my videos. I just kind of love the silly aspect of like the, I don't know, of that melody. It just kind of comes in and it's like a good vibe for me, I guess. I like the silly sounding songs a lot. So I'll probably put this one in. It's not like a super banger melody like some of these ones up here. And it's short. And I can see how it could also sound a little repetitive. So I'm gonna put it in B tier for this one. Alright, Spirit Sea Festival's an easy S tier. No questions asked. I just love the spooky sound of it. It fits very well for like a Halloween themed song festival. Let's get into the middle of it. Now I believe that instrument, this one, is some kind of like clarinet or similar instrument, which I like a lot. And then it's got like the synthesizer and like, I think it's like the harpsichord, I think. I might be totally butchering all these instruments here. The oboe? Okay. Similar. I can see how it's an oboe. Thank you, Sonata. I'm gonna be relying on you here. But yeah, I like this one a lot. And I like at the end where it's like the do do do, do, like, you know, that part. Like that part there. Like that part, I like a lot. Okay, so that's why this one's an S tier. Next we got Winter, Nocturne of Ice. Okay, this one comes with the story. This one, back in high school, many years ago, I would put this song on in the car on like the first day it started snowing. This year it didn't snow at all for when I'm around, but like ever since then, every time it snowed and I would be driving, I would put this song, listen to it in the car, and just kind of like vibe to the atmosphere with it, which is why this one's probably gonna go in S tier for me because of that, like, I don't know, that nostalgia that comes with it. And like waking up in winter in Stardew Valley gives me the same feeling of just like nostalgia, like playing Stardew for the first time, going to my first winter. The atmosphere, hearing this song, I think is really nice. So compared to the other songs, like from like a music theory and like musical standpoint, I think the other two are better. But for me personally, this one means a lot to me, so I'm gonna put this one in S tier. And the other two, honestly, are probably going in S tier because The Wind Can Be Still is really good. Ancient might go in A tier though, because I think it's not as great as the other two. You wonder what, oh, my name means? I wonder what that means as well. Wonder what the RJ stands for. It's gonna be a puzzle to solve, I suppose. I probably saw that. Oh, you probably saw that I'm the one who created it and it's probably under my name, right? But that's okay. Because it could stand for anything. Bubbles, catfish. Okay, Wind Can Be Still is S tier, and then I already said Ancient is going to be A tier. I like Ancient as background music for like my videos, but it's going to go in S tier. It's too good. I was going to say I need one of them to go in A tier, but no, Stardew Winter is so good. I would have put Nocturne of Ice in A tier if it weren't for like my nostalgia with it. Saw the creator name, was somewhat intrigued. Yeah, I wonder who that creator was. Grandpa's theme. Grandpa's theme is next. Grandpa's theme, like the theme is beautiful. Like it's in the overture, it was in that fall song, the Stardew Fair song, so. Oh, also, shoot, we need to go back to Nature's Crescendo for a second, because I think it appears in there briefly, and I'm curious. But Grandpa's theme, is going to go A tier, just because I like the overture better, because it's got all the different instruments. Grandpa's theme is very simple, but very sweet. So that's why it's going in A tier. Okay, we need to go back to Nature's Crescendo. I think one of these summer songs I should have ranked higher, because it has Grandpa's theme. Yeah, like the do 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 do, like that is Grandpa's theme, I think, if you break it down. Like, it is, yeah. I forgot about that. Yeah, so this one I might change to B tier if I can. Can I edit my votes? I don't think I can edit my votes. That's okay. But just know Crescendo has got to be a little bit higher for me, because it's got Grandpa's theme. Thank you, Sonata. Okay, Winter Festival. Winter Festival I like all of them. So that's why it's tough. But Winter Festival, it reminds me of like holidays. I think it works very well for like Feast of the Winter Star, and even the first Winter Festival, it's fine. But anyway, it's not like an absolute banger like the other ones are, like some of them, so I'm gonna probably put this one in B tier. Because C tier, it would be on its own, but since it fits very well with where it's used, I'm gonna put it in B tier. Oh wait, can I? Oh, I can do these out of order. That's cool. We can go out of order, so we can just get like some of these other ones over with if we really want to. Winter Festival is B tier. For example, Elliot's theme, nobody, like it's fine, like the piano theme. Let me find it in here. But this one's probably gonna be my first F tier, and I want to get this one out of the way. Oh, where is it? Like, it's fine, but it just feels very basic. Like, it feels like a basic piano chord progression. Like, sure, it might be like, sounds nice, but I don't know. I think it's just Elliot. I think since it's Elliot, that's the only reason I'm putting an F tier here. And it's short. It's very short. Okay, let's go back to doing an order, because it's going to be a little bit easier to do it like that. I just wanted to put Elliot in F tier. Sounds pretentious, like Elliot himself. Like Elliot. Golden Star is Born. Okay, this is another one where we hear Grandpa's theme. Where is this one? I'm getting so lost over here between because I'm playing them from Spotify. But I've got them in OST order here. Golden Star is Born. It fits very well for restoring the community center. I think all of the songs, for the most part, fit very well where they are placed. But this one, we have to skip a little bit ahead. And you can hear the Stardew theme. They did a really good job with this at the concert. This was like the last song they played. However, they kind of transitioned it like through it. They did like this song, and then they kind of transitioned into the overture again. And of course, the overture is a banger, and they did like a really nice ending with that as well, like more of like a symphony orchestra like ending style. So I enjoyed that a lot. But I'll probably put this one in A tier, because it's not as good as the overture in my opinion. All right, Country Shop. Country Shop is fine. It's another one of those silly songs, but for this one, it's like not as much of a banger to me. It fits very well for Marnie. Fits okay for Robbins. I'll probably put in C tier, because I like it better than some of these in D tier. No, let's put it in like the highest point of D tier. It doesn't let me like change the order of these. But if I could, I'd probably put it like above these two in D tier. Just because it's average, it's fine. Calico Desert. Calico Desert's pretty good. Never hear it because you're too quick to skate. Oh, it's a skip. Yeah, I think Elliot's, or if we're talking about Elliot's theme still, that only appears like, I think in 2 cutscenes. Alright, Calico Desert. The start isn't too interesting, like it's kind of repetitive, but then when the melody kicks in and then it gets a little bit later, I think it's really good. Like, it really reminds me of a desert, which I think is what Concerned Ape was going for, obviously. But I think it's just, like, listening to it on itself, like, desert background music, it's nice, but you don't spend, like, a whole lot of time in Calico Desert, so you don't really hear the ending of it. You spend a lot of time in Skull Cavern, or even in Sandy's Shop or the casino, but you don't hear this theme for very long, because you don't explore the desert. The desert's like a very refined, like, constrained place. Oh, you don't hear the Golden Star is Born because you always skip the, okay, for the Golden Star. Yeah, that's another good point, which is why I'd probably rank it a little bit lower than S tier, because the music is great, but yeah, it doesn't give it. And that's another reason for Calico Desert here, is you don't spend enough time in the desert to hear the full thing. I'll probably put it in probably B tier, because I like the theme a lot, but it's kind of repetitive at times, in my opinion. All right, Playful. Playful is really good for cutscenes, I think. It's just like a really good cutscene song. It's, as the song describes, it's playful. I think that fits very well. But it's not like an absolute banger to me, so that's why it's not going to go like too high. I'm probably going to C tier. It does what it does very well. No complaints about it, but nothing too special to me. All right, Buttercup Melody. This one I like a lot. Not specifically for the wedding scene. Benny doesn't like heavy metal. I enjoy myself some heavy metal. I'm not too big of a pop music person, so when we get to Sam's stuff, I'll probably do a little bit higher on the metal one as opposed to like pop one, but we'll see what happens. Oh, remind me when we get to band practice, I believe Grandpa's theme appears in band practice. Like, very, very vaguely, but we're gonna have to investigate that when we get there. Buttercup Melody. I don't care for it in the wedding. Like, I don't know if it fits too great there. It's good. But what going to Ginger Island for the first time, when this song played, I was like, I've never heard this song before. And then, because I didn't realize it would be playing in the wedding, and I was like, what is this song? This is a good song. So I like it. It reminds me of like going to Ginger Island for the very first time, so I have a little bit of nostalgia in that regard. So I'm gonna probably put this one in B tier. B tier. Above C tier, because it's a little bit special to me. Penny's theme, there's nothing special on this one to me, honestly. It's a good theme, so I'm just gonna put it in C tier, because it's nice, but it's not special to me. Leia's theme is kind of in this... Oh wait, Elliot. We're done with Elliot. Get out of here. Okay. Land of Green and Gold, Leia's theme. Again, nothing too special to me about this one, just because I don't typically marry Penny or Leia. Danny will be mad at me for ranking Leia this low, but I'm probably going to just put her in C tier. I've used this one in some of my videos, like it's a good like background, like it's a good transition song in my opinion. But I'm still going to put it in C tier. Okay, Abigail. Abigail is my waifu. I always go with Abigail when playing casually, although I don't really play casually anymore. But when I did, always with Abigail, and I really like the flute. I think this is more of like a pan flute kind of sound. Sonata, correct me if you need to. When you marry Abigail, you put your range solo in the house. Yeah, and then when the harp kicks in, like that harmonizing, like the harmony with the harp. Or I think you can call it like a counter melody, because it's its own thing in itself. I'm not a music theorist, so I don't know. But anyway. Oh, that would be such an interest, like, you know, like game theory, film theory, food theory, style theory? They need a music theory. A fifth one if they ever wanted to do that music theory. I never thought about that. Okay, Abigail's is special to me. I'm gonna have to put it in A tier, because it's not very long, it's very short, it's very sweet, but that's why I'm gonna put it in A tier, because it's not like, you know, a big thing. Settling In is next. Settling In feels very like, reminds me of like a nostalgic feeling, just like in the song itself. And it's also one I used in one of my very first like big videos, like my first recap of my min-max. I used this when I was kind of describing like more of like my personal details with the associated with the run. So that's why it's kind of nostalgic to me. In this one, I think it's like used in like the opening cutscene, which I think it fits very well. Settling In's a good name for it. So no complaints with this one. I'm gonna put it in probably like B tier, because it's not like... Wait, do I hear Grandpa's theme? I do hear Grandpa's theme. Okay, A tier. A tier because it's got Grandpa's theme. All of these songs have Grandpa's theme. Another 2 loud songs for new games. Yeah, because you can't turn the volume down. Hello, Mystic Berry. Hope you're doing well today. Thanks for stopping by. Okay, what's next? We have Maru's theme. Okay, we're jumping back down to Maru's theme. Maru, I like Maru a lot. Like Maru, if I had to choose like a favorite NPC today, like, or a favorite bachelorette today, I'd probably choose, I might choose Maru over Abigail. I like the kind of like nerdy inventor kind of vibe that I get from her. And she's a nurse, which is cool. Abigail's nice and all because she plays with the instrument, and I like that. So they're a close call between both of them. And of course, we hear Grandpa's theme in the Star Watcher theme here. But this one's just, it's not as upbeat, it's just kind of mellow, and I feel like for Maru, I would have much rather had like an upbeat song to represent her, because she seemed like very like high vibe, high energy. So this theme just always didn't really feel like it fit as well as it could with her, so I'm gonna probably put it in B tier because I still loved the song and I liked Grandpa's theme in it, but B tier. All right, a sad song, Alex's song. It is a sad song. I like using this song when like in my video, like if I mess up or something bad happens. I think Blade uses this song very well in a lot of his videos. So it's got a lot of potential, but in like terms of the game, like I don't really care about Alex too much. Like he has a really good backstory. But I usually don't romance Alex. Again, I usually romance Abigail and only Abigail. So it's not as special to me, but I think it can probably go higher than C tier just because of like Alex's backstory and his growth and all of that. And I think this song's, it's very simple, which is why I almost want to put it back in C tier, but I think B tier just because of its use cases in like videos and stuff. I think it works very well. Our theme used a lot in the greenhouse, use Alex's song in the house lot. Alright, I remember Benny was saying that they didn't like Pickle Jar Rag very much, Haley's theme. Which I can understand. This first part isn't great. Like, it's fine. But, hold on, when it comes into that sound, I don't know what instrument that is. It sounds like some kind of guitar. Maybe a banjo. But I like that a lot. I like that part a lot. So that's why it's going to go probably in C tier as opposed to D tier. C tier, Sebastian's theme. This one's special to me. I like this one a lot. And Sebastian, I like Sebastian as a NPC. I can relate to Sebastian a good amount. And like this song is very somber, I think would be the correct word. But there's also like an element of like hopefulness to it, which I like. So it's very, very simple. But I'm gonna probably put an A tier because of all of those, like just the mood it gives, like the tone, that sort of thing. Haley S tier, Haley song F tier. I put in what, C tier, because it's yeah, no, I agree. It's not the best song, but okay, Grapefruit Sky is a very beautiful melody, a very good song. And we're gonna do the Pasta Primavera mix at the same time. This one I'm gonna put A tier. And then the other one, the Pasta Primavera mix, I'm gonna put S tier because I love this one. I love how it takes like this like beautiful melody and just like spices it up and makes it like a goofy song. Let's play that one real quick. Like I'm all about that. I'm all about taking like the song and like mixing it up to make it sound like kind of goofy. And I've used this one in a lot of my videos. Like, I like this one a lot. So, S tier. Okay. Alex's Keepsake. This is one of them that I probably haven't listened to very much. So we're gonna give it a listen right now. A little bit of, a lot of these aren't Grandpa's theme, but you can hear a resemblance of Grandpa's theme. It always goes back to Grandpa. So this one's nice. I wouldn't say it's as good as like the sad song for Alex. I'm probably gonna just put it in C tier. Because no complaints with it, but it's not like anything special to me at least. Okay, now band practice. This one's important. I'm gonna turn this one up. If you listen very, very carefully to the band practice, you can hear Grandpa's theme. You might call me crazy for this one, but I believe you can. Only 13 minutes left? Hold on. Are we gonna have to rank these all within 13 more minutes? Did I only give myself like an hour? I thought I gave myself more time. Oh no. But anyway, you can hear like the rhythm is different, but I think the chord progression and it has a little bit of a resemblance of the Grandpa's theme, which I think makes this at least above F tier and maybe above D tier. But I think just the fact that it's like very plain, bland, and not much going on with it is probably going to leave it in... Probably going to just leave it in D tier for me, but I think it is very interesting to hear that like resemblance to Grandpa's theme. Okay, electronic. I don't really like this one. I'm just going to put an F tier. Or maybe if I skip ahead, it's better. I'm not much of an electronic music person. Let's turn the music volume down. I kind of turned that up way too loud. So I'm gonna put this one in D tier because it's not bad. It's definitely not bad. The one that okay, this one and the Bluegrass I don't care for. I'm gonna put these both in F tier most likely. I'm not saying that they're bad in any way. I'm just saying that I don't particularly care for them. But Abigail on the drums though. I know Abigail on the drums, I know. But that's why I'm gonna put heavy, because Abigail reminds me of more of like a person that would be into like heavy metal. Same with Sebastian and even Sam. Like I think heavy metal fits better for them as like a collective. But anyway, that's why I'm gonna put pop version F tier, bluegrass F tier, heavy version. It's very basic. I like the... It almost sounds like a sitar. I'm not sure what instrument that is. That comes in some kind of string instrument. Like a tangy sound. So I'll probably put in C tier because of that, but it's very basic, not too exciting. Okay, Spring, It's a Big World Outside. This one's hard to rank because this one is... I feel like it's overplayed. Like I hear it way too much. But it's... when you think of Stardew Valley, I think of this song. So I'm gonna have to put it in S tier just because of how iconic it is to me. And it's like, it's a good melody. I think it's probably my favorite spring song. Dark Corner, let's finish Spring actually. The Valley Comes Alive. The Valley Comes Alive. This one is probably my least favorite out of the Spring. It's the least memorable in my opinion, but it's still like a very nice theme. Like it just sounds very similar. Like the melody is very different than Big World Outside, but the vibe feels very the same. So it almost feels like a kind of like a repetition of it. Like it's not very distinct from a Big World Outside to me, which is why it's probably going to go in like B tier because it's still good. Wild Horseradish Jam. This one is very different from those two, which is a good thing. To me, it's not like an absolute banger though. Like I don't like jam out to this one like some of the other Stardew songs. But like it's very iconic to me still. My friend Rob, who's been in one or two of the videos at this point, thinks this one's the most iconic one in Stardew. So that's another good reason to rank this one high. So I'll probably put this one in A tier. We need to go to Wild Horseradish Jam. And Sonata likes this one a lot. Part with the clap. Oh yeah, that part almost makes me want to put it in S tier. Where is that? There it is, yeah, with the clap. The clap does go hard. So it would be a very high A tier or low S tier for me, but we can't really change these right now. We're gonna run out of time here, so I might have to take a screenshot of this and then kind of go from there, because I don't know why there's a timer. What happens if I refresh the page? Well, at least we've got all of these ones ranked. Everything's in S tier. I mean, I agree, most of these are S tier songs, but everything's in S tier. Hello, Colmo, hope you're doing well. Scorching Sands? Scorching Sands, what is Scorching Sands? But anyway, we need to go back to, let's see, A Dark Corner of the Past. The reason I put Abigail's picture here is because this is the song that plays during her 10 Heart event, I'm pretty sure, in the mines. And I think this one does a really good job of representing that cutscene. Even from that cutscene alone, it's going to probably have me rank it a little bit higher than like C tier, probably B tier. But besides that, it's not like a crazy banger song. I'm trying to find it, in fact. Dark Corner of the Past, here it is. Like, it reminds me of like Alex's theme a bit, which I put in B tier. So we're gonna put in B tier. Okay, you may need SS and SSS. Still confused what SS and SSS mean. But anyway, Music Box song. Played Dark Corner in the house a lot. Yeah, it's a nice little theme for sure. Music Box song. This is another one that I don't really listen to and doesn't really have any meaning to me. So this one's a little bit tougher to rank. It's fine. I think it's played in a bunch of the cutscenes, but this one doesn't really, it's not special to me at all, so I'm gonna just put it in D tier. Jaunty is also not too special to me, so I'm probably just gonna put it in D tier, but this one has a pretty good melody, so I'm gonna probably move it up to C tier. Violin solo is very basic. It only appears in Alex's 10 Heart, but I like Gus. I think Blade uses this one in some of his videos very well. So as opposed to D tier, I'll probably move it to C. No, I'm gonna put it in D tier just because it's very short and just like one instrument. And I like when they're like big songs with lots of instruments. Wedding Celebration is F. It's just very repetitive, not too exciting. When the Stardew Orchestra played this song, Wedding Celebration, and they didn't play Spirit's Eve Festival, that's my biggest complaint. They played this one, I think, as one of their ending songs instead of doing, I think they did, for fall, they did the fall medley for the 3 of them, and then they did the Stardrop Saloon, and I think they did Wedding Celebration instead of Spirit's Eve Festival, which I thought was a little bit silly. But yeah, Wedding Celebration, not too exciting for me. For your tier, oh, thank you, Colmo. I understand now. Yeah, instead of S, we need S, SS, SSS, or like S+, that sort of thing. I understand what you're saying now. Yeah. Well, that's why how I've been trying to rank it is D is still good. D is still like good. Like I don't have any complaints about any of these. They're just like, eh. C is like a very good song. Like it's a banger. B is like really, really good. A is like super, super good. And S is just like absolute top tier bangers for me. So that's kind of how I've been doing it. Trying to be a little bit more conservative in my ranking, kind of distribute them more evenly. All right, Crystal Bells. Crystal Bells, I used to put this one in S tier. Like I would have put this one in S tier like a year ago because I really liked it. But after listening to it like a bunch of times, it's just like, it's kind of plain. Like it does the mines well, like representing the mines well. I'll probably just put in A tier because I still really like this song and I think it's beautiful, but I think A tier. Flicker in the Deep, I like the echoes a lot, but I think it's too basic and doesn't have enough instruments and that doesn't like, but it does a really good job of representing the mind because it's just like a very like mellow, shallow sort of theme for the mines. So I'm gonna probably put an A tier just because of how well it fits the mines and those like echoes. 2 minutes left. We're not gonna get through. We're gonna have to leave off on Skull Cavern and kind of, I guess, restart it. I thought I put in like a week that it stays open though. Strange. All right, Star Lumpy. Star Lumpy is probably close to my favorite Stardew song. It's between that, Smell of Mushroom, Spirit's Eve Festival, Winter, yeah, it's probably my favorite Stardew song. So it's obviously an S tier for me. But I love the build up. I love the like vibraphone sound. Like I just really love this song a lot. And then it gets to like the point in the concert, the violin did this part, and I think it might be the same instrument here. And then it closes out with like a banger sequence, so that one definitely S tier. All right, next song is another Mind song, Icicles. Icicles, I don't spend a lot of time on the frozen floors. I don't spend a lot of time on the dirt floors either, but like I hear these songs more. Icicles is good. I don't have any complaints, but it's not like anything special to me, so I'm probably just gonna put it. It's a really good song, so I'm gonna put it like above C tier, but just probably keep it in B tier because it just doesn't have any special meaning to me. Marimba of Frozen Bones. This is one of those goofy songs, it feels like to me, but it really reminds me of skeletons. Like, it reminds me of like skeleton bones, like playing on like a xylophone, which I think is cool. So it sounds like coal farming. Yes. Maybe the last song's what you're talking about, but this one reminds me of the dust sprites. Like, if I go into the frozen floors here, this song, and see the dust sprites, I think it fits perfectly, which is why it's gonna go in A tier, just because of that fact right there. Cloth. Cloth reminds me too much of like icicles and crystal bells. Like, I think that's why crystal bells is no longer an S tier for me. It's an A tier just because it sounds a lot like icicles and cloth, like gives me the same kind of vibe. So this one's probably in B tier as well. But crystal bells is my favorite of the three, so that's why it's there. Okay, Visitor to the Unknown plays in Skull Cavern and Floor 80 and Plus. What happens if this runs out of time? Event has ended. No! Event wasn't supposed to end. I guess I didn't give myself enough time. That's okay. What I'm gonna do is take a screenshot of this and then kind of build my own. Or we can just rank the last ones here. The ribbed xylophone, yeah. That's what it reminds me of for sure, the Marimba Frozen Bones. Okay, Visitor to the Unknown. Let's see, how do we want to do this? I can do a new ranking over here. And just start with these and then kind of combine them at the end. But I think I'm just gonna do it like this, just because I don't want to restart entirely. Stardew Valley Overture, can I put this one back? Okay, so we have Visitor to the Unknown. Visitor to the Unknown is fine, but it's probably gonna go in like C or B tier. It's nothing too special. The Lava Dwellers, this part, this one like picks up a lot towards the end, so this one's probably like A tier for me. Like when it gets to this part right here. Again, none of the mine songs like have any too significant meaning to me, except for like, I think, Crystal Bells and Star Lumpy, of course. But this one's still just a banger to me, so it's gonna go in A tier. Magical Shoes, probably B tier. Lava Dwellers is your favorite mine song. Yeah, it's probably Star Lumpy for me, and then Lava Dwellers. Lava Dwellers is second place for sure. This one, B tier. It's better than Visitor to the Unknown, but not like anything too special. Kind of feels like Magical Shoes stays the same throughout the whole song. Danger. This one reminds me of Skull Cavern the most. Danger. And I love Skull Cavern. I'm probably gonna put it with B tier in with Magical Shoes there. But nothing too special in this one to me. Okay, next is In the Deep Woods. Now this one was interesting. This one is a little bit... So they played this in the Stardew Valley concert, and I thought they did a good job with it. And the composer, or not the composer, the conductor said something like, Concerned Ape, this is one of Concerned Ape's favorite songs. We had to include it in the arrangement. Or like they said Concerned Ape specifically asked to have it included, which I thought was interesting. Like, I think this one is like a really good melody. But it doesn't really have any significance to me. So that's probably what's keeping it from S tier. I'm gonna put an A tier because this one is really, really good. But to me, it's just like, I don't go to the Secret Woods very often, so I don't hear it a lot. I don't listen to this one a lot, because again, I'm more of the upbeat type songs. But I can see how this one's like super beautiful, really good melody and all that stuff. So we're gonna do this one in A tier. Next one, all right, Journey of the Prairie King here. The 3 Journey of the Prairie Kings. So the Outlaw and Final Boss are going in S tier. This one's going in probably B tier, because I like this one a lot, but the other 2 are like really upbeat and I really enjoy. We'll hear those in a second. But regular Journey of the Prairie King, it's good, it's fine. But the Outlaw I used in my race videos, it reminds me of like, you know, a Face Off. I love using this one as like the build up to the finale, and the finale is always going to be Vector here. This one's just like, it reminds me of a final boss, like a final confrontation. And these 3 songs, they played them, so they did Fall, and then they did like a Star Drop Saloon transition into these 3 songs at the concert, the Festival of Seasons. And they did an excellent job with this. And this song right here, the violin did like this part, and it went crazy. Like, and yeah, as Sonata says, these are Blade songs. Blade always uses these in Blade's videos. If we get to the end here, this part right here as well is a good little transition. Alright, but anyway, next is Load Game. Load Game, you never hear the overture all the way through because it always starts playing the Load Game music. And this one, I'm going to have to agree with Sonata. This is going to be another one that you hear, and it's probably too loud. I always hear this one. So I'm probably going to just put it in C tier because of that, because it's still really like good melody. And I think it's got a little bit of Grandpa's theme to it as well, but just C tier for me. Alright. Shane's theme. This is one I don't hear very often. But I think there's a part towards the middle. Like whatever that instrument is, I enjoy that a lot. And it does remind me of like kind of feeling hopeless and like nothing's gonna get better. But like this part is like just a tiny bit of hope. Like Shane has like a tiny bit of hope that he's gonna be able to keep going on, and that's why I think this one's like a good theme for Shane. This one is gonna go in, where do I have Shane? Oh, here it is. I see it now. This one's gonna go in B tier because of that, because it's not like the most outstanding song to me, but because of its theming and like how it fits, I think it does really well. Dreamscape. Dreamscape is probably F tier, just because it's hold on, is that a sitar? I love those instruments. Are we doing it again? No, we're not doing it again. It's just that this one closed. I didn't set it to have enough time, so I have to do the remaining songs over here. But this is my list so far. This is chat's list, and then we can compare them at the end. But it didn't let me finish, which I think is a little bit silly. But I thought I set it to like being open for like a week. Same instrument from Super Mario 64. Oh yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about. I know exactly what you're talking about, Sonata. So actually that's gonna move it up to like C tier, because that little melody there, it's still very basic, but okay, this one, Song of Feathers. We're into the songs that I'm not very familiar with, because I don't woo Emily ever. I don't romance Emily. But this one is not bad. So it's not F tier, but it's just kind of there. So it's gonna go in D tier. Same thing. Well, Emily's Dance I like a lot, and this song I now associate with Argon's video, with Argon Matrix's like montage of fishing. And it also reminds me of Habu, because Habu uses this song a lot in their videos, so that's where I know this song from. I don't really hear this song in-game. But that's why this one's probably gonna go B tier because of those connections. Hate the dance. The song on itself is kind of like peppy annoying to me, but I think it fits really well with like Habu and Argon Matrix's video, the fishing video, the catching every fish video montage cutscene thing. And we're gonna put in C tier because I don't really care for the song either. It's like, but above D tier because of those connections. All right, Night Market. Night Market's another one. They played this one. They ended with the Secret Woods, in the Deep Woods, and then they were like, just kidding, we're gonna play 2 more songs for you, and the first one was Night Market, which is an interesting choice. I'm surprised they didn't do it like this though. I think they should have done Winter and then ended with Night Market on like the Winter sequence, and then at the very end the finale should have been In the Deep Woods, and A Golden Star is Born was the final song they did. But this one I enjoy a lot. Another Greenhouse banger. I'd probably put it in A tier. It's definitely not S tier for me, but I really like this song. The Submarine Theme's the next one. This is another banger. This one I'm gonna probably put, it's not an S tier because I'm trying to save S tier for the ones that I really like. But Submarine I've used in a few of my videos, and I use it when it's like, I don't know, like a silly moment almost, and then it plays that theme, like that like theme kicks in. And it reminds me of Bubbles. Like when I hear this song, I just think of Bubbles, even though Bubbles don't appear during the Submarine, I don't think. But it just reminds me of how much I love Bubbles. Alright, Mermaid Song. This one's hard to rank, because this one's kind of silly. And I'm pretty sure that vocalist is Concerned Ape, with some like interesting modifications, of course. But I remember somewhere that, I don't know if it was a tweet by Concerned Ape or like somebody else, that Concerned Ape composed all these songs and, you know, that did all of the instrumentation for all of them as well. So this one, like I wouldn't listen to this one for fun like some of these other songs, but I think it is a good song, and I like the like opera sound of the mermaid, and I think the cutscene in the mermaid show fits well. So we're gonna probably put this one in B tier. Alright, Sunroom is nothing special to me. The cutscene with Caroline's always kind of interesting, but this song isn't too special to me, so I'm just gonna put it in D tier. It's fine, so it's not an F tier, but it's just not special to me. Chat makes you sing it every time. Now, I don't know if I will be doing that, but that sounds fun. Alright. The Happy Junimo Show theme. We already ranked Grapefruit Sky. I think I put that in S tier on my last list. But this is one that only appears during Sam's 14 Heart cutscene. So nobody has heard this song. The first time most people have probably heard this song was during Argon Matrix's Catching Every Fish video, which is okay, because it really fit as a nice intro theme. Like, I love it. So it's gonna probably go in... Oh, it's a very good song. It's gonna go in A tier. Just because of Argon's video. If not, it would probably go in like C or B. No, I'm gonna put in B tier, just because if I eliminate that fact, it only plays during Sam's event, and I don't really care for Sam. We're gonna put it in B tier. B tier seems fair. All right, next one is the movie theater theme. Movie theater theme. I don't like the snaps for this one. I don't like the snap sound. Heard it first from your Min-Max series. Did I play it during my Min-Max series? The Junimo show theme? I may have. I don't even remember that. Movie theater is average. And remember, D tier means average. It doesn't mean bad, it just means average. Alright, next is Crane Game. Crane Game I love using for moments in videos. Like, for example, my Burglar's Ring moment where I got the 2 slime eggs, I used it in that video. Like, I think it's a banger in terms of, like, using it for good reasons like that. So this one's probably gonna go in higher than C tier because of that. But besides that, it's pretty simple melody. The build up to it is fun. It's a fun song, so B tier, I think. The Sam 14. Did I see Sam's 14 heart? I don't think I ever saw Sam's 14 heart though. Like the after movie theme. Does the Happy Junimo show theme play besides Sam's 14 heart? I thought it was only Sam's 14 heart. But anyway, Wumbus is one of my favorite movie themes. I like this one a lot. I think it's an easy A tier just because it's a banger. The other 2 are probably C or D. Because these 2 I'm not very familiar with, don't listen to a whole lot. See if this one picks up at all. This one's at least interesting to me. We're gonna put in C tier because of that. We're getting to the songs where I'm not familiar with too many of these. Zuzu City Express, though, is D tier. I don't have many reasons to rank these ones where they are. These ones are just kind of like there. Put Wumbus in the cellar when you decorate it. Nice. I can see how it fits down there. Closing time for the movie theater. This is another one that I don't really have much of an opinion on. It just kind of exists for me. Any of them that just kind of exist are in D tier. The ones that I don't like go in F tier, or like have something against going F tier, like for example, Elliot and some of those Sam songs. Those ones are F tier, but anything that's average will just go D tier. Okay, Junimo Kart. Some of these Junimo Kart songs are absolute bangers. The title theme is fine, but nothing special to me. So we're gonna put it in C tier. However, the Gem Sea Giant, this song I've used in many of my videos, especially when it's like raining. It's just very somber, very calm, very peaceful. And I think it fits the stage interestingly, to say the least, because it should be like an epic battle against that like whale, but it's such a soft, calm song, which would almost, you know, I'd argue it doesn't fit, but because it doesn't fit so much, I feel like it just fits. So this is why I'm gonna put this one in A tier. Alright, Slump Stomp. This is one of my favorites. This one's an easy S tier. I love the sound of this one. Like, I don't know if this is, like, what kind of sound that is. Like, from where in the world, like, it kind of is inspired from. Because it feels like a very, like, cultural sound. But, like, I just like it a lot. Like, it's a banger. I don't play Junimo Kart very often, so I don't hear it from there. But I've just used this one in many of my videos. And that like splat sound right there, that splat sound I've always like timed in my videos for like if I'm like, I don't know, I remember in one of my Factorial ones when I like killed a biter base, I timed it, and I think there's been some other times I've used it in my videos, but I don't know, this is one of my favorites. Arabian, okay. Yeah, that's I wasn't sure if it felt definitely some kind of like Middle Eastern sound. Arabian, okay, got it. That makes sense. Okay, Ghastly Galleon. This is probably not as good as any of the other Junimo Kart ones besides the title, because the title just kind of basic. Like, this one's still really good. I've used it in a lot of my videos. But no, it's gonna probably go with A tier because I really enjoy the like ghostly sound to it. It's just spooky and I like that a lot. Glowshroom Grotto. This one's probably B tier because I don't think it's as good as these ones. Better than title theme. And it's like a good theme, but it's not special to me. And again, this one's kind of calm, not upbeat, but I like the sounds to it. Ginger Island. All right, we're at the Ginger Island 1.5 update now. We're almost done here. Ginger Island. This one's tough because this one I hear a lot. And when I hear a song a lot, it becomes repetitive and a little bit stale and boring. So that's why this one's probably B tier. But I really like it. And I really like the end of it where it gets... Because it has like, it's 2 minutes 40 seconds, but it feels like this song has like a lot of variety. It's not repetitive like some of the other Stardew ones are. It's just tough to rank. It's gonna go A tier. If it wasn't so repetitive, it would go in S tier, but I feel like I hear it so often because I'm always spending time at Ginger Island. And that's kind of gonna be the case with some of these volcano songs as well. But first we have Professor Snail's Radio. Professor Snail's Radio, we're gonna put in either C, B, probably B tier, because I really like the theme a lot. I used it in one of my YouTube shorts and like perfectly looped it, which I thought was fun. Like that was like a year or so ago. But that's a memory that this one gives me. And it just really feels like slow, like Professor's like a snail. So I like that aspect of it. But it's very short, so that's why it's in like B tier as opposed to like A or S tier, because it's just like very short song. And can be repetitive. Okay, so mine's Molten Jelly. Forgotten World is the one I like a lot more. That one's probably gonna go in A tier. This one's probably gonna go in C tier. This one's just like average to me, but Forgotten World, the build-up is nice, but it's very repetitive at the start and throughout the whole song. However, its saving grace is at the end here. Like, just wait for it. Like that clap, and then this like ending theme here as it kind of fades out. I just love that part so much, which is why it's boosted up to A tier. Alright, Mystery of the Caldera is very repetitive. So probably just gonna put in like C tier. Cause it's, well, no, probably D tier. Because it's nothing special to me, but I don't have any complaints about it, which is kind of what I've been doing with D tier. The Gourmand's Cave is the same thing. I love the sounds to it, but it's just so short. I think it's probably the shortest one, 42 seconds. Oh no, there's like band practice and stuff, which is shorter. But like, it's still a very short song and doesn't really have like a melody or anything to it. It's just like sounds. But that's a good thing for the Gourmand's Cave, because they didn't really like, Concerned Ape didn't need to give the Gourmand Frog Bombo Big Frog Cave its own theme, but he did, so, and it's fine. It's good. Actually, C tier, just because I like those sounds, like the sound effects, I think fits very well. Alright, Pirate Theme is an S tier. This song's probably annoying to some people because it's just so like in your face, but I like it. I like the silly aspect of the song. I like the pirates. Captain Canadia is a pirate, so this one's an S tier. I don't think I have to explain much more beyond that. Leo Song. Leo Song is nothing special to me. It's fine. I'm gonna probably put it in D tier. And then we already ranked Summit Celebration, so I think that's the last one. I think we're done now. But Summit Celebration we put in, I think D, because I don't really care for this one too much. But yeah, I think that just about does it for ranking all the songs. What I'll have to do is, if I want to make this into like my idea is to, kind of like I did with my top 10, make a top 100 Stardew songs, and because there is like 100 songs, so I could do the either ranking every Stardew song or top 100 Stardew songs. But I'll probably make it into like a more edited video. I probably won't, like, I could use footage from the live stream, but I'd rather probably do like more of like a video essay style for that one. But that's an idea for a video that I might be doing, which could be fun. What I'm gonna do now is, because this was a short stream, it's only been an hour and a half. What I think I'm gonna do, or let's get a banger song on. Let's play like some, I'll play some Wild Horseradish Jam for Sonata. I don't remember ranking Pelican Town or Flower Dance. Hold on, maybe there's a few that I didn't rank at the start here. Oh yeah, there they are right here. Yeah, we have 2 more to rank real quick. 2 more to rank. Pelican Town. Pelican Town is fine. I think it kicks in a little bit towards the middle. But no complaints about it. I think it's a little bit above D tier. We're gonna put it in C. And then Flower Dance. Flower Dance, I can see how it can be like annoying if you like listen to this one a whole bunch of times, but I think it really fits the dance well. So I almost want to put in like A tier because of that, because it's just like kind of in your face. I love the songs that are like just in your face, just kind of like obnoxious almost. So this one's probably A tier for me. But anyway, that is going to conclude this stream. However, I think after like I take a little break, maybe like an hour or 2, I'm gonna stream again today. I'm gonna do a separate stream, of course, because I'm gonna start playing a game, but I think I'm gonna finish up, or maybe not finish up, but I'm gonna resume my Factorial multi-world, because why not? I haven't done that in a while, so hopefully I can get back into the groove with that. It might take a little bit to get back into the groove, but I do want to play that again, my Factorial Stardew multi-world, at least finish it off. It's got the DLC quest sprinkled in there as well. But that's going to take a lot of preparation, because I need to probably get a new Factorial version and need to make sure everything's working fine. But yeah, just because I didn't stream for a whole lot today and I still have time, I'm going to prepare that and then probably stream that. So this one went fast, I guess. Was there anything else I want to talk about the concert? The concert, yeah, I'll go through quickly the concert. I wrote down exactly the order of the songs that was played, so I kind of want to go through, just kind of give you an idea of what they played there. So if you are seeing the concert yourself, I guess spoiler alert ahead here, but I kind of want to go through the playlist they did, because I thought it was interesting, and I have some opinions on it. But they started with Grandpa's theme at the very start, which I thought was a good way to start off, and then they kind of the composer introduced himself and kind of said like, hey, what's going on with the concert? And then they played the overture. The overture I thought was pretty good. And then they played Spring, like a medley of Spring. And they did this for all the seasons, where instead of doing like each individual song, they did like short snippets from the songs and combined into like a medley. So like one after the other, basically. So I thought they did a good job with that. And then it was divided into like 2 sections. So the first half they did spring, summer, and some other songs, and then the second half was fall, winter, and some other songs. The first half after spring, they did like a Pelican Town medley. So they did Pelican Town, then Distant Banjo, and then Country Shop, if I recall. Yeah, that's what I've got here. Distant Banjo was fun to hear because in fact, Distant Banjo is playing right now on my Spotify. I just started playing some random songs here. But hearing the actual banjo, like the real life banjo, was kind of insane because that was fun. Country Shop was also fine. Then they moved into summer. Summer, I was a little disappointed that they didn't have a real life sitar for like The Sun Can Bend an Orange Sky. That was a little disappointing. It would have been nice to hear a real sitar. They did it on the keyboard synthesizer instead, but which is fair. Then we had a Mines melody. The Mines, when I heard Star Lumpy, I was like, yeah, this is my jam. I love Star Lumpy. That's one of my favorite songs. In fact, let's play it right now. How far down is the Mines? Okay, here it is. Flicker in the Deep was interesting to hear, like how they did the echoes. I thought that was interesting. And then they ended with Cloth. I really hoped they did Crystal Bells, but they did Flicker in the Deep, Star Lumpy, then Cloth. That's kind of like the medley. Then they did Dance of the Moonlight Jellies. So that was just like a beautiful arrangement of that song. I thought that was nice. And then it was intermission. And then after intermission, we got greeted by Cloud Country, which was fitting because they started with Grandpa's Theme and the Overture. So like a variation of that seemed fitting to, start things back up. Then they got into fall. I think they did Ghost Synth, then Smell of Mushroom, then Raven's Descent. The Smell of Mushroom, they kind of tossed the melody back and forth between flute and maybe it was an oboe, but I think they didn't have an oboe. I think they just had a clarinet, so it was probably just a clarinet for that concert. But that was fun. Then we had my favorite part of the concert. This was by far the best. The Stardrop Saloon plus Journey of the Prairie King medley. The Stardrop Saloon was amazing to hear on the piano because first it was just solely the piano. So hearing this on the piano was really awesome. And then when it kicked into like after the piano did its little thing, the other instruments joined in, and then it would go back to the piano and toss it back and forth, kind of like how the song does. Hearing that was awesome. And then Journey of the Prairie King came in. Like they did a nice little transition between like ending Stardrop Saloon and going into Journey of the Prairie King. That one was fine. And then what's it called? The Outlaw theme. This one kicked in, and I was like at the edge of my seat. I was like, yeah, this is my stuff. And I was like, because I thought at first they were just gonna do the Journey of the Prairie King theme. I didn't think they would do all 3 themes from it. So I was like, okay, they're giving us the Outlaw theme. That's nice. And then I was hoping they would also do Fector's theme. Ending and Final Boss and Ending is what this song is called. And they did. And this is when the violin went crazy hard. The violin, like I played cello, so like I have a thing for string instruments and piano. But string instruments have a special place in my heart. So when the violin was like going crazy at this one, that was my favorite part for sure. After they did that little medley, it was time for winter. Or maybe they did the wedding celebration song at some point. I don't know if it was before winter or after winter, but that one was very mid. That one was like, eh. But winter, of course, I love hearing the Nocturne of Ice. However, they started with Ancient, The Wind Can Be Still, and then Nocturne of Ice. So ending with that was good. I like that one. Oh, they included Winter Festival in their winter medley. So winter was the only one that had 4 songs as opposed to the other ones. those had 3 songs. Like all the other seasons, winter, they included Winter Festival and opened with that. After that, they did a little villager medley. They did Abigail's theme first, which was just like the flute solo, which was beautiful. And then a guitar joined. They didn't have a harp, which is fair, but the guitar joined in and that was nice. Then they did Penny's theme and Haley's theme. Yeah, they did Haley's theme. I know we don't care for Haley's theme here, but you know, it is what it is. And then then that was pretty much it. The composer or conductor said we're gonna end with the Deep Woods now. They said their little thing about how Concerned Ape specifically requested this song, which I don't know if that's true or not, because I remember watching Shawnee do's little version of this kind of video where he talked about his review of the concert, and he actually met Concerned Ape, which I think is very cool. And he was saying like, yeah, Concerned Ape didn't even say that was his like favorite song or anything. They just kind of made that up, but it's whatever. It's just fine. In the Deep Woods is still a really good song, and they did a really good job with it. And then, as everybody stood up and like, you know, stood up in respect for the concert, and we were about to leave, they were like, but wait, there's more. And then they played the Night Market theme, and then they played a golden, oh, well, the Night Market theme was good. I mean, nothing to say about that, except it was just like a banger. And then they played A Golden Star is Born, which is the community center one. Let me see if I can find that one on Spotify and play that. Yep, here it is right here. So that one was nice. This one's a nice little beautiful melody. And what they did is transition this one into the Stardew Valley Overture / you know, that's the Grandpa's theme, big overture one. And then rather than just like ending it like they did with all the other songs, they did a different kind of arrangement of like a typical orchestra symphony ending. And that's the best way I can describe it. They just kind of, you know, didn't end it like fading out. They did like a grand like hold chord progression like ending sort of thing, which I thought was very cool. So I enjoyed that a lot. I unfortunately did not get to meet Concerned Ape or any famous YouTubers there, which is fine. But I had a great time. It was fun. Except for the transportation. I took public transportation. This one was in Chicago, so I had to take public transportation down to it, which was not ideal. And then at the end of the night, it was really, really cold, and I forgot to wear a jacket because I'm stupid like that. And I think it was like maybe 1.5 hours to like wait for the train and everything. No, probably more like 2 hours. Because at first I was going to take an Uber, but then the Uber never showed up. So then I was like, well, we'll take the train. Welcome back, Benny. I just kind of went on a rant about the concert. And that's all. Just went on a little rant about the concert, and I'm going to wrap up now. But, Benny, you might be excited to hear this. I'm going to end the stream and take a break for like 2 hours, get some lunch, and get some stuff set up to stream the Factorial Multiworld. I'm going to stream that a little bit later today, so that may or may not be exciting to anybody, but we'll see how that goes. We're going to end on... Let's end on a banger song. Let's end on my Pirates theme. Because I love this song. Yep, so that does it for this stream. I'm going to make this into a nice little video. Yep, we'll see you later then. I'm going to wrap up now. Thanks for everybody joining in this stream. This was fun. I wish that my... What do you call it? Rankings could have been on one tier list in itself. Like, I wish this one didn't close so quickly. Maybe I'll open up a new one and just like leave it open for as long as I can to see what people vote. But it looks like... it looks like the consensus is Stardew is just an S tier soundtrack overall. Every song from Stardew is good, pretty much. Except for Elliot. Nobody likes Elliot. Alright, well, see you in the next one, which is going to be in like 3 hours or so. So I will see you all then. Have a good rest of your day, lunch, or whatever time it may be.